Everybody, Happy New Year. Welcome to our prep video for Abundance 360 2018. We're on year 6 of 25. We're gonna have 360 members in the room from 32 countries. And our theme this year is Countdown to the Singularity. And if I could tell you that myself and my team have outdone last year, please, it's gonna be an extraordinary event. I'm so proud of the people, the concepts, the ideas we're bringing to you. So let me dive into an overview of the agenda so you can be as excited about the program as I am. All right, on Sunday when you arrive, we're going to be opening up with something I've been working on for months. It's called Proof We're Living in 2018. I'm going to do a quick overview of what's happened in the last 12 months for you to get a sense of how fast the world is changing. Then we're going to go into a technology showcase. Bree Lepisis on my team has been working with me to curate a group of 24 companies in every technology area that you're going to have a chance to meet, to touch, to play with in AI, in 3D printing, in blockchain. And then join me and Tony Robbins for a conversation on the future of work. We're going to be spending an hour talking about concerns that we have and then brainstorming with you solutions. How do we deal with the fact that AI and robots are going to be disrupting over 50% of all of our jobs, changing the workforce that you're hiring? How do you think about that? How does that change the people that you hire, the companies that you build? On Monday morning, we're going to be opening up with our new sunrise sessions. We have 3 options, 3 breakfasts that you can choose from. One is on 3D printing. Avi Reichenthal is hosting 3 amazing companies, then a deep dive into robotics. And then finally, a dive into biohacking with our dear friends from Bulletproof Coffee and from Viome. All right after that sunrise breakfast, we're going to our first convergence catalyzer. It's our near-term convergence catalyzer. I'm going to be bringing the CTO of Applied Materials, my dear friend, famed roboticist Dean Kamen, and the most amazing speaker that I know thinker in the field of energy, Ramez Nam. Ramez is going to be speaking about energy and its future from SU. So this convergence catalyzer is the combination of material sciences, robotics, and energy. What are the unfair advantages that you're going to get as you see these 3 fields reinventing the future? You're going to come up with business ideas, disruption ideas, a view of the future you've never had before. Okay, from that convergence catalyzer, we go into one of my favorite sessions, a deep dive into blockchain and cryptocurrency. So listen, most people are completely ignorant of what this means, and they're seeing these multi-billion-dollar increases in capabilities. I'm bringing to you Joe Lubin, the CEO of Consensus, one of the founders of Ethereum, which just hit about $1,000. Maya Vujinovic, who is the head of blockchain at GE. She's going to be talking about how GE has been using blockchain to reinvent their supply chain, their processes. And then famed hedge fund investor Mike Novogratz, who previously was running Fortress and is now heading Galaxy Investments, to talk about how do you invest in cryptocurrencies. All right, this is a session that's going to wake you up and hopefully get you excited about this alternate investment opportunity, and in particular, how do you use blockchain in your company, in your future business? All right after that, our 3rd and final module for Monday is on longevity. We're going to be opening up with a conversation with Craig Venter on what HLI is doing. Then we're going into a conversation with 4 amazing CEOs. Bob Hariri, the CEO of Cellularity, Osman Kibar, the CEO of Samumed, Mark Allen, the CEO of Allevian, and Keith Leonard, the CEO of Unity Biosciences. What I can tell you is that these are the 4 longevity companies that I'm most excited about. These are the companies that I think are going to prove to you that you've got an extra 30 or 40 years coming your way. So you don't want to miss that session. All right, lots of receptions, lots of fun things Monday evening. On Tuesday, we open up again with our sunrise sessions. Here, we're going to go again over breakfast into investing in cryptocurrencies. I've had so much feedback from Abundance members that they want to understand what's going on in the crypto world, how do they get involved. So we're bringing another 3 speakers on investing in cryptocurrency, and then another deep dive into longevity. I mean, honestly, what's more important than your health and the span of your healthy lifespan? And then finally, we're going to be having a breakfast on Hyperloop and Uber Elevate. My dear friend Jeff Holden, who heads Uber Elevate as well as Uber's autonomous car programs, are coming in and speaking with the CEO of Hyperloop about the future of transportation. All right, let's get into our next module. It's module 4. It's our long-term convergence catalyzer. It's the combination of brain-computer interface with Brian Johnson, nanotechnology with Ralph Merkle, one of the real top thinkers and entrepreneurs in the nanotech space, and then artificial intelligence with Ray Kurzweil. Ray's joining us for the day. We're going to think about how does AI, connecting that to your brain and using nanotechnology to interface the cloud to the neurons in your 100 trillion synaptic connections in your brain, it's going to blow your mind. So this is not a 2 to 5 year horizon. This is about a 10-year horizon conversation. You asked for it last year. We're delivering it this year. All right, module 5, another subject that you asked for us to go into a deep dive in is the future of education and training. Here we're going to be talking with Sebastian Thrun, who is the head of Udacity, also the guy who started Google X and ran the first autonomous car programs at Google. Max Ventilla, who's the head of Alt School, Karen Watson, who's the head of corporate programs at Singularity University, and then Dean Kamen, who's the head of First Robotics, talking about the future of education and training with you. All right, we're going to close out our third day with an amazing session with a dear friend, one of the most brilliant thinkers that I know, Astro Teller, the captain of Moonshots, who runs X for Alphabet. And Astro's going to be talking to you about how do you create a moonshot mindset inside your organization. You're not going to want to miss this at all. So I hope that overview got you excited. For me, there's a few other important pieces of advice for your prepping. All right, my ideal outcome is that you walk away from these 3 days excited and confident about the future, that you have a real sense of where it's going and how you're going to play with these technologies and these mindsets to build your business and your future. Number 2, that you understand which technologies and business models are going from deceptive to disruptive, right? What are the things that are going to surprise other people, but you're ready for them? And number 3, you understand the implications of these emerging technologies and the powers they have to solve our grandest challenges and your grandest challenges. Here's your homework. There are 4 things I want you to think about, and I'll slow this down a second. At the end of the day, your eyes only see and your ears only hear the things that you're looking for. So you're going to have so much incredible information coming your way. And it's really important for you to be clear about the problems you want to solve and the opportunities you want to create. So my dear friend Dan Sullivan teaches this as strategic coach. So I want you to think about coming into A360. And this might be a great conversation to have with your senior management team before you come over. What are the 3 biggest challenges that you have, that your company has, that your products have? What are those 3 challenges? Because I guarantee you, you're going to find solutions for them during these 3 days. So write down 3 big challenges. Number 2, what are the biggest opportunities, the strategic strengths that you think your company has, that you have? Write those down because it's very important that you understand, are any of these technologies we're going to be talking about in AI, robotics, blockchain, 3D printing, all these technologies, are any of those technologies going to erode your strategic strengths? Like my dear friends who are in the trucking business or the parking garage business, and then they see, oh my God, autonomous trucks and cars are going to decimate those businesses. Please be clear about what are the strengths of the pillars of your company so that you can look for competition coming your way and see it 2 or 3 years ahead of time. All right, so your 3 biggest challenges, your 3 biggest strengths, and then come clear with your massively transformative purpose. What is your MTP or the MTP of your company? Because if you're clear about what your MTP is, you're going to be able to decipher and select and curate the information that you retain in your mind. And then finally, what impact do you want to make during your lifetime? We're going to be talking about extending your lifetime 30, 40 years, perhaps much more. But what is the impact you want? What do you want to sort of, be proud of with your children, your family, and the world? because you're going to meet people and hear about technology that's going to allow you to achieve that impact much bigger than you ever imagined possible. All right, let's talk about some advice from our members. My dear friend Dan Sullivan, the head of Strategic Coach, where I go every quarter to spend the day with him as my coach, his advice is before you come, write an impact filter on what you want to get out of this annual event. And the impact filter is one of the greatest inventions that Dan has ever had. Those of you who are fellow coach members know what it is. And if not, I think we can send an impact filter out with this video to you so you can see what it is and fill it out. But be clear about what are your objectives that you, is it meeting a co-founder? Is it meeting investors? Is it coming away with a solution to a problem that you have? What is your goal? So write an impact filter. Afterwards, Dan's advice is do a moving future with the lessons and actions for the next 90 days. Remember, understanding your takeaways and focusing them on the next 90 days is going to be critical for you. All right, Jeff Mackey has 2 pieces of advice. I agree with both of these. Number 1, arrive rested and ready to drink from a fire hose. Meet as many people as you can and stay energized, after our A360 program with the monthly webinars and online content. And Pete Worrell, another friend, says, don't sit in the same seat, right? We have these 9-person pods at the Beverly Hilton, our new location. Every day, unless you're there with a specific partner, move around. The people in the room are amazing. They're running $10 million to $50 billion companies. They've got an abundance mindset. They're prepared to change the world. Meet them. They are your greatest assets. This is why you're there in person. And Pete's second piece of advice is, initiate regional meetups to continue the conversation. A lot of members having regional meetups. Set one up yourself. All right. We have upgraded our app, our A360 event app. Please go and download it. We have it for both iOS and for Android. Here are the URLs. Go and download it because there's a lot of value. All right, there are 4 specific areas. First of all, you're going to get a list of all the members in the room and their bio, so you can know who's there and how to follow up with them. Number 2, you can message members through the app. It's a way of keeping your confidentiality, but also being able to reach out to anybody. Number 3, you can schedule meetings with individuals there. 360 people in the room. You can probably meet everybody. It's going to be hard, but you can schedule with anybody through the app. And number 4, you can connect with members on specific target issues, like what is your MTP or particular technology areas. Finally, we're going to be having some amazing lottery items at A360 this year. We're going to be using the blockchain and a digital app from Vatomic Systems to deliver to you the lottery items. So watch out for an email from us on how to actually download the Vatomic application so that you can make sure you get access to thousands and thousands of dollars of lottery items, amazing things like, for example, a tour of SpaceX. If you've never been to SpaceX, that's one of our lottery items this year. All right, finally, we're gonna have a bonus Q&A on January 11th. For an hour, you can ask me any questions about how to prep or what we're gonna be doing, what we're gonna be discussing. It's on January 11th at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So please join me for that hour. It's just 1 full hour of your questions about how to prep for A360. It's gonna be awesome. See you in a couple of weeks. I'm so excited for an amazing event. My biggest challenge is I have no idea how to top this in 2019. Have an amazing day.